champions.
I've been where Ali is. I've done that.
We've been there. But speaking of doing that, it's Nasty right now. He's been
What
playing.
you want to do to Nasty?
No, I did
Wait,
not.
what did you just say?
We're talking about Nasty, my man.
Wow.
The Thieves player.
I'm locked in. Let's get it. Listen, we just got to cast Thieves. It's been all game 5s. You saw a fantastic win there for Rocker. Have not found that same level of success. Thieves were favoring this one, absolutely. It's just what little things can they improve, as they seem to be a team surging and maybe ready to clearly define themselves as 5th best.
Yeah, you're trying to figure it out. A nice start here for Minnesota. Yeah, and then on the opposite end for Minnesota, it's just like you got that top 4 early in the year. Stage 2 was obviously rough, but it's like you were competing, and now we'll see what happens.
No, that's what, you and I have been having this conversation about, the Vegas change, which I've had question marks about. Some of the team changes where it's not as good of an example, but when you see the potential there, and right now it feels like a battle just to get top 8 for champs. You felt pretty secure for that. If the change gets worse, suddenly you're not going to champs. That's the ultimate dagger, yeah?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Still early, though, right, for this Rocker team. Nice start there at that P1, able to earn 32 seconds, but on rotation, Thieves in the hill. Players going to go down, no trophy. So Kremp is going to get flooded. Nasty finally able to get that trophy down. But it doesn't matter because his teammates are dead.
That is true. Trophy doesn't do a whole lot for you if you're not there to play around the trophy. It'll be Rocker's chance to now secure some time, push this lead out a bit, and see how far they can run away with it. Heads turn as they're trying to deal with the onslaught that's coming forward for Thieves. Nice shots in. Lynn's able to take down one, and Gunless will get the other. For Thieves, just looking for any kind of opening you can get. For the most part, Hardpoint, they've been fun to watch.
No, they have, yeah, very aggressive. Their trades have been on point, but not so far. I've loved this life out of Lynn. Just very patient, taking his time. He knows you're not going to flip for this P3, so just earning all of that time. So through first 2, you're able to earn 68 points. Now trying to work these back stairs, get control of the spawns as they will, put pressure now on the hill.
Always look both ways before you cross the street. Lenz was trying to do it, but unfortunately looked left first. He drops, the spree will end, and the rest of the team now trying to get on forward. Nice little drop shot in from Standy. Snapping back, he actually takes down a second. I don't know if he was weak or a couple shots to the hip, but player dropped instantly. Thieves, though, still in control.
Yeah, I say it doesn't really matter, though, because all of his teammates die, and then you get a double on a Kremp. So they're able to hold on. They didn't have the spawns, but now they do, does LA Thieves. A much-needed time. Close to tying up this game, but fighting on back is Standy. Alongside Linz, that SMG duo able to crack this setup there for a moment from LA Thieves.
Yeah, and obviously this is a change that happened where you're working on both kind of dynamics. You know, you're sort of changing the sub duo, you're changing the AR duo. There's a lot to figure out, but yeah, I think you're really trying to find something that works well with Lens, and this has been a pretty big change.
I thought Lens is working pretty well, but yeah, just sort of maybe a little bit of a pacing change with Standy. See if they can get on the same page, but over towards our next hill, LA Thieves in control. Just a back and forth fight, and again, Rocker gonna try to go through P3 to break the spawns, and again, it's the SMG duo finding the opening. Now, can they get the setup? Kremp and Nasty trying to do what they can to hold on, at least make it messy, buy enough time for their teammates to get there, and I think they've done just that. Ghosty on the cross with the nade. So great job by Kremp, but a better nade by Ghosty.
Yeah, it seems like the SMG duo and Rocker have had a couple times where it's going to lead to some time or had some big plays, but somebody stepped up for Thieves to keep them in the hunt, now have them in front by 3. Nasty trying to hit some beams, some nice tags in and damage in, but he's hit down to 8 HP. On the rotation across with a few seconds left, number 1 will be Ghosty. It'll be 5 and Gunless that are going to battle it out in a 1v1 on the other side. Keep an eye on that on the minimap. It's Ghosty that's able to win it.
Yeah, I mean, huge play by Kremp there. Earns the multi-kill. 20-point lead in for LA Thieves. Now a fight on the hill as Ghosty just waiting for his teammates. Really, you want to try to get one through P1. That's going to be Joe Deceives, number 4, but that is being held by Standy. So with those kills coming in, Ghosty knows I just got to stay alive again. As tough as this is as an AR, you just need some SMG pressure, some nades to hit.
Well, how often, you know, we used to talk about it a lot with like Priesta and the original Boston team, like that guy that rotates early, gets set up, gets to his spot, and then it's like the next 60 seconds you're hoping your team can get through and win to their spot. It just, yeah, didn't actually work out. They wanted it to, and it's been Rocker mostly locking it down, but once they get back in, like the third set of reinforcements, they're able to get through. Kremp popping off with another multi, and looking at maybe another lead change. So the early work from Ghosty paying off. Yeah,
again, though, it just starts through P1. You're able to get Kremp on through. Ghosty, though, with the initial 2. As we're going to head back towards our first hill, and in control will be Thieves on this rotation. Nice setup, but there's the first kill for Standy. So the rest of Minnesota Rockers trying to work through top middle.
And as much as Thieves, like, you know, I like kind of alluded to the fact they made some series kind of hard on each other. Oh, I thought a little triple there for a second. They made some series kind of hard on themselves. It's been the way in some maps, too, where they've had to bring it back or had some leads, and suddenly it's become a crazy game. Hoping maybe just to make these a little less stressful.
Yeah, no, obviously they've been winning, right? But they've had some roster changes. I think you're just seeing why they're going deeper into series, because I think they just have some maps they're good at, and other ones they're still very much trying to figure out. We saw it yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the maps 2 and 5 were so different. The Rio search was not great. The high-rise search was fantastic. So, yeah, there's still a lot to work through.
Well, you usually don't see a lot of 3-0s out of a team unless it's a good team with a wide map pool. It's just hard to... You get your hardpoint, you get their search. Like, you don't 3-0 people very often, and we'll see if they can widen that map pool. But for now, yeah, going to be a lot of extended series for them. But after that double from Joe Deceives, we'll see what it'll lead to. And it's leading to Rocker out deep, trying to transition in. Kremp is one with nature as he's in the bush, and he's snapping back. Another multi-kill, and just like the series we cast him yesterday, like, he had a lot of like 2 and 3 pieces he just pops up with, and he is picking them apart right now.
Yeah, just one of those guys where if the timings are going his way, he is going to make you pay. As Joe Deceives was able to earn that cruise missile, he's on number 6, make it 7. The finesse is there. The help is there from Nasty, but Thieves with so much time earned on that P1, now transitioning that to a P2. As they have the largest lead we have seen.
And this is even what we saw yesterday with them at times, like a lot of hotly contested hard points, a lot of battling back and forth, and that's just like they lock it in. They get a solid hold, and suddenly you find that separation where they're up 80. It's like you blink, and they've taken over the game. Now, chance for Rocker to answer, but Thieves have got a significant lead to work with now.
Yeah, and you have the cruise. You would have almost had a second one there from Nasty. Joe Deceives now Papadetti trying to get to his team, but a little bit staggered, right? His teammates are all the way out. The one good thing for them is Rocker's not on the hill yet, towards that P3. So now Nasty, Ghosty gonna start to work. This is 15 seconds off this hill clock.
Street coming in. We'll see what he can find. Kremp gets two at the same time. So this could be like everybody wiped out. This should lead to an opening, and it does. Right back into the hard point. Go LA Thieves. The individual moment and the stretch there from Joe Deceives leads to a bit of time. Now, how much can you get behind this? 20 or so seconds remaining.
There comes the next push from Minnesota Rocker. Joe Deceives, he spawns out, and he's pretty much going to have a free pinch, but there's only one player left. That's going to be Lin. So you're going to get the final 10 or so seconds. And you can already see with P4 and next in position will be Kremp. So 25 to go, but this has been a dominant second rotation out of Thieves.
24 for the victory. Can they do it here? First gunny up. Nasty hits some nice shots there, kind of before the ADS even fully goes through, but he'll lose that fight. Now they just look to seal the deal. 3 on the feed for Thieves. Win is here and looming. Just trying desperately to break. Will be Minnesota Rocker, but there's no opening in the setup. Thieves have got it locked down. They'll strike first in map 1. As their success in Hardpoint continues, the respawn woes for Rocker also do as well.
I'll tell you, I can't wait to see this game flow chart. I think, I mean, since that P1, they were around 100 points, Minnesota Rocker, but it just got worse and worse. They got blown out on that second rotation. LA Thieves, right from that second P1, just really take over.
Yeah, they absolutely do. It's astounding stuff from them. It's been fun to see them continue to improve, but I don't know, you know, I've talked about that a lot with teams this year, but especially Thieves as of late, just how it's like they hit another gear, like they get a feel for the game, and then the second set of rotations. I don't know if it's like a lot of times for teams like an adjustment thing, maybe just from what we get through the first set and the setups you can find. Or like sometimes, you know, if you have maybe like the 4-side spawn going into a hard point, the beginning of the game is like dealing with that. Second set 3, you can kind of dictate what you want more.
Yeah, I think just sort of the game flow maybe slows down a little bit. You get in a one setup. As soon as you get a setup going, I think that just, it's like a momentum. It's like, okay, it just makes it easier of, all right, there's 20 seconds left, let's start to rotate. We start to win some of these gunfights.
Well, how often have we talked about it more from the other side, where it's like, you're watching a player dying over and over again because you're constantly rotating, right? You're always going against people in those spots. When you're on the side where you are getting to your spots, yeah, it's a nice rhythm to it, I'm sure.
Yeah, because, I mean, when you're winning those rotations, when you're holding hills for 40 to 50 seconds, it's just easier to you. When there's a 3-4 dead scenario, hey, guys, they're spawning here. Get to your spots. All right, we did it again. Let's start to rotate. Like, it's like there's some time to breathe where you can read the map a little bit. The comms are, all right, 25 seconds left. Next death, somebody rotate. That just makes the game easier.
Yeah, and I think the comms part's a big shout, too, because, like, listen.
113, they finished with 133.
Yeah. Listen, all these players can calm while they're in gunfights, calm while they're fighting, but, yeah, a little breathing room where you spawn out deep and can maybe hit some of, I don't know, just, like, less stressful comms. Maybe don't miss a comm. Talk about how you want to play the next thing. Like, and it's just this constant snowball where you get more and more ahead, and, yeah, I mean, how many points is it where they get 18 points or whatever you said it was? 20 points.
Yeah, it's not a lot. Not a lot at all. It's LAD just take over. Yeah, you're going to see it right here. So they go from, yeah, P5 to the end of the game.
Yeah, so just you include P5 in that, basically the second set of rotations, they just get nothing. Absolutely bottled up once Thieves get to their spots. Impressive stuff there. Now we get ready to head to a search and destroy, and yeah, at least for the Thieves side, when we cast them yesterday, there was some they looked really good at, some they looked really bad at, still trying to get your maps, but it was the Rio yesterday where they were struggling.
Yeah, but this high rise, they looked fantastic. They really did it. Now, I'm sure in Minnesota, you have a game plan, you're going to go over the VOD, you're going to try to counter that, but, you know, for Minnesota, respawns have been a struggle with this 4, but S&D, you're at least sitting at 3 and 2. You've been competitive.
It's true, and I didn't realize before yet that Thieves after yesterday they banned Rios. They were like, yeah, I mean they were literally a 2v4 so fast every round. It was not working, but maybe once they get some more practice in, we'll see them get back on the. For now, that'll be out of it, and we'll look to continue forward in this one as they chat through it. And you know, as you have Joe Deceived back, as you've made this change to bring in Crimp and Nasty and all working around the unit that is Ghosty. This team, you know, things get easier when you're winning these map 5s. The vibes start to flow. The improvements start to be made. Can they keep it going, though? Because it's going map 5 every series, it's a finicky bastard. It can be. We've seen teams on the receiving end.
No doubt about it. Yeah, I mean, Minnesota's been there, right? Just last stage. We're
Boston
just game
right
5.
Now.
Yeah, just search and destroys, but their S&D is looking better, at least for both of these squads. You can see the conversion rate is very close to post-plan. I mean, yeah, this is about as close as it gets stat-wise for search and destroy.
Well, I always find it hard. Like, I don't know. Stats are kind of hard to define, like a good search and destroy team for me. Like, you can look at like first bloods and stuff, but a lot of times it's like you talk about, like, it's like the little mid-round decisions when you're in these little 2v2s, these moments. Like, it's hard to find a stat that supports some of I don't know what separates a real good search and destroy team.
I don't know. I imagine #1 First Blood's probably pretty.
Yeah, that's the one that's always like First Blood's always hung around. Yes, yeah, I know. That one always has, but some.
I'll tell you why, because I could probably guess who it is.
Yeah.
I probably could for the last 4 years.
Yep. No, that will always be an important one. But trying to get eyes through the crack here of the helipad.
This is one of those plays, again, out of Crimp and Joe Deceives. They just run around as this duo on the map. Accuracy with some nice shots on an Aspie. Joe Deceives just waiting for the drop down. Now they have the man advantage.
Yeah, far more comfortable here, but yeah, that 2-man game can be so strong. We'll see if they'll be able to continue that one throughout this. And Crimp was so great in the first blood department for them yesterday, but Standy for now backing it up, maybe trying to catch someone. A big gunfight there for Gunless that'll have no trade. So we're down to a 2 versus 2, and it's really this 1v1. Ghosty, I think, was just staring at it. Just gave it up.
Well, he was screwed anyway. So, I mean, the shadow was there, but Joe, that is a rival. Whoa. Some insane beams out of Joe Deceives. I mean, we see the Twitter clips. But Gunless was ready for the gunfight. The drop shot it was in. Now we're in a 1v1. Standy has to plant.
Yeah, they do some stuff with the rival that not the average player is going to do. They'll tuck away for now. Time dwindling. pressure on Standy to maybe get the plant. Does he check? The peek is in, the shots are through, and the rivals looking real crispy right now in Joe Deceives' hand.
And this is what they wanted, right? To see plays like this from this guy. They were so excited about him coming into the year. We saw moments of brilliance last year. It just felt like, I don't know, just not making the correct plays during the matches, goes back down to challengers, gets the confidence back, now back in the roster, playing so well.
Yeah, and it was never like a question of talent or like the fact that the ceiling was there. I was just trying to get that to be a little more consistent, and it has been as of late. But now there is a ton of potential with that young man. I'm sure they're happy to have him back in the starting lineup, but it'll be 3 for him, 1-0 lead for LA Thieves. And they're working the two-man game again.
Linz is going to get aggressive. Trying to see in this spot before, and yeah, just based on the timings, could be fantastic or not. So he's going to get caught, so man advantage again here for LA Thieves.
And this is where that two-man game was working so well. Like, when they lost one of them, the trade was always happening, and then sometimes multi. Like, you lose Joe Deceives there, Crimp is able to get 2. Did you have, when you were competing, did you have like a, I don't know, like players that you trusted more in like those little spots with too, that you knew had your trade, like others maybe that you were like, eee?
Yeah, Cap was my guy.
Yeah, there you go.
That was my trade guy.
I assume you have to have that, right? Like a trade guy. I know he's got my trade. I know it.
But accuracy in the 1 versus 3 gets a freebie, but then has to deal with 2 more players.
That's what you are for me on like Warzone. I know I die. I know you're going after him, Joe. I know you're going hot.
I got you.
So far, looking good. And we'll see how they like try to deal with that. I mean, it's been, they're working bottom heli on both sides of the map right now.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta either just kind of either leave them alone underground, you can completely ignore them, or use a 2 or 3-man game with stuns and nades. That's just what it comes down to, and win out those trades.
A little bit different this time. A little more passive. Outside of Joe Deceives, who's gotten up to an aggressive position. So he'll be without his buddy Kremp for now. Ghosty going to drop. First blood to Rocker. Now what can you do with it?
Oh, he's gonna get stunned, so now pressure. Okay, on. Standy's starting to plant a bomb there for a moment, but Calm does come in, maybe a little bit delayed. Kremp then working that A Street.
He's got his traits even when he's not near him. It was a different player, but yeah.
Always there for him.
A nasty in the 1 versus 3. It's just heady after heady after heady. Not a lot he's gonna be able to do there. Nice round by Rocker. Good first blood onto Ghosty. And yeah, for a second I was a little confused. Like the stun hit, I just thought like he was gonna get slid on, and then I'm like, Standy's trying to plant. I don't know if it was delayed or thought somebody had his peak.
Well, he's on MCW. Maybe he just kind of wants to do a little pop-up there. Yeah, but, I mean, great stun out of Rocker. Maybe a different Calm. Standy just doesn't realize it when he's in that spot, but able to just settle down, find that kill. But, yeah, after Ghosty gets first blooded, you're hoping Joe Deceives. He's the playmaker there. Your other 2 players are just with MCWs in the base looking over him.
Plays a riskier spot. Will get caught. He's going to be by himself again, this time over towards Hellies. He's looking for info. Shot's a little bit cleaner. Maybe he's got a kill there. Gets a couple bullets in, but can't quite keep the tracking on point. First blood again for Rocker. It's Standy and an explosion this time around.
And now Joe Deceives able to catch Linz. Is there a trade from Standy? Trying to finesse is Joe. He's done a great job with the Renetti as well. He's trying to find Standy. He's just jumping at everybody.
Yeah, he's playing with a little bit of confidence, I think, right now, based on that moment. 2v1, Standy, the lone man. We'll see if he's able to clutch up how the timing goes. Doesn't go well. Double showers in, and he will drop. But I was surprised he got the first kill, because like they knew he was heli side. They've gotten so many kills bottom heli. I thought when the first person like went through bottom heli,
just walked in.
He looked that way. Like
walked on in.
Based on the first 2 rounds, I'd at least take a glance to my left, right? Like.
Yeah, you would think so, but doesn't happen. So then we're getting into this 2-on-2, and I mean, this is just unreal stuff. The mantle up top, and then Standy, obviously just the timing doesn't go his way. Probably not expecting Joe to jump out of the bomb again.
Well, all I mean is in the same play, but yeah, it's still to me, I just, the lens for the first one was just so free. Well, this time, Lens is going to get to that exact spot as they're going to try to work it. Kremp trying to hold it back. Stun will definitely hit, so nice job there, making sure he doesn't get pushed. Good Simtex to kind of keep them at bay.
And watch Joe. Joe's all the way through, so while Kremp is this big distraction, they may not know someone's all the way through their base. The problem is the skirmish is already going down, so you're into a 2-on-2, but you're very separated right now if you are Thieves.
And he didn't even get like real good rival fights with this push. Thankfully, he's been hitting at range. Like, still not the freest of kills. I thought maybe that player would get around the corner, but he's able to seal the deal. So, yeah, now to the 2 versus 2. They know where Joe Deceives is at. As him and Ghosty will look to play this one out. Rocker's going to have to figure out what site they want to work.
There's the info. Josie's just playing around that. Now going to reposition up top. Gunless the first shot,
Nice
ready
shots.
for it. Great play out of Josie, and now these 1v2s. This is what they have specialized in, going together. LA Thieves standing though with a nice little mantle to find the first. Where is the trade? Joe Deceives should be nearby, and absolutely is.
Yeah, I thought so. I was hoping so, because when I saw the minimap, I thought they were grouping up, but he sent it so quick over the top. I thought for a second he might be late to get there.
That was a weird timing.
That's what it was.
And he
Okay,
looked up and saw the dead body.
Yeah, I stopped looking at the minimap, and I was just like, where is he? Why is he not insta-traded? That explains it. Glad we got to see that.
Yeah, just a little weird timing with the drop down, but able to spot him.
Oh, yeah, literally like, kicked him in his head as he jumped over.
But, I mean, that's just all Ghosty finding the info. He's just ready for the next gunfight.
You love info, guys, don't you, Joe?
I mean, that's information's important.
It is.
Search and destroy.
It certainly is. Len's struggling at 0-4. Standy
makes things a lot easier.
dropping some numbers, don't you? I mean, that's really all Search is. It's kind of a game of info. Clear the map, pick your spots. Joe Deceives now. He's 7-2. He's on 4 in a row, and Kremp has got another first blood to add to the Thieves side.
And that's a crazy nade, too. That lands in the window, so I don't know if that's a double nade or what, but great nade. Out of Kremp, and now he's just working all the way low.
Guy's got a cannon for an arm.
Yeah, well, he's spotted. Rocker have had some clutch stuns.
Got to hit the clutch shots, though, and not quite able to finish the kill. And Nasty will get one, so now 4 versus 2, and you're at risk of a 1-5 hole. I thought Lenz was in trouble, maybe needed one more bullet, but he's able to track back and finish it. Gives them more of a chance in this one. See if he can find more.
Yeah, like these have kind of slowed this down in this 2 versus 4. One player gets picked. It just feels like they're a little bit worried about where this other player is in Standy. Lynn's on the board. It's going to be this B bomb, and Standy trying to catch the timing and does not go his way.
He just like slow peeks, so like, hey, I'm here, and then yeah, it doesn't go well from there.
So are they here yet?
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah, and they're looking right at him. 5-1, and all smiles for the Thieves boys. After the halfway point and the hardpoint, it was dominant. The search so far, clinical. Day by day, this team seems to be getting better, and I mean, the more we're seeing of them, the more we think, well, it's just tough because all the map 5s, but they're putting some separation between them and the rest of the pack. It's just
they're winning. That's what's important.
They are. It's just the further we go and the more success they find, the question will start to be when or how hard can they battle maybe those top 4 squads. It's a quick one. Kremp, Joe Deceives, the greatest duo in the world. And the one time that it utterly falls apart for them, I set them up for failure, Joe. I set them up for failure.
You did, yeah. That's a hard counter there from Rocker, playing the underground.
Oh.
The stuns come through, the nades come through.
I was so sure he had his trade, Joe. I was so sure of it.
That is a caster curse if I've ever heard one.
Oh, I was literally about to call him number 2 to Sip and BZ, just kind of like joking around, and then that happened. Like, It's my bad, guys.
Yeah, maybe if we see a couple more maps.
Yeah. It's just funny how it went down. I was kidding around, but holy hell, Standy smokes him. That's one way to shut it down. Rocker has got to rip off 5 straight, trying to seal the deal here in their second round win.
Someone gets through. Oh, I thought he did. Now, Linz picks it up. Wasn't sure on the time. He's Nasty all by his lonesome. And yeah, you know, you take a risk underground, try to get aggressive. There was a time in there, like maybe they catch Standy opening the door, but I think the nades and the stun hit as we watch the replay. And you're just going to see what Kremp looking one way, same with Joe as he turns, and then Joe's like, sitting the dolphin dive, still a little weak though. That is just an easy shot, even while stunned.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much damage he actually took. how weak he was before he tried to reach out. But nice job there from Standy. But you're going to need a lot more of those moments. And, well, a lot more of Standy, because if they're going to win this one, he might be putting up 20.
He's at 11.
Yeah, he's on 11. They got 2 round wins. I mean, they've had some controls where he's put up 30 and 6K damage and they get slammed. I mean, he'll get his numbers sometimes, but they're in a tough spot in the overall story of the game.
It's a bit of a slower round here from Thieves. And kind of that duo. Now Joe starting to work maybe towards that A side, but just watching the flank, this is really going to rely on Tremp and Nasty inside of that B bomb as they start to clear all those corners. And now the plan is in.
I was going to say 4-on-4 retake to decide the map, but it'll be a 3-on-4 now. Joe Deceives gets the opener. Nasty gets some info. Thieves looking to get the victory. You bring it back though with a Standy kill. It's number 12 for him. Tremp though with another multi. Standy's on 4 in a row, but last alive. He'll need the ace. If he keeps his team in it, and there's just literally not enough time.
There's not enough time at all.
They would literally have to intentionally all line up. Oh, well, we have seen that before, I guess. It's been a few years.
Maybe like jump off the map on high rise.
Yeah.
But yes, that would have been an insane play. But LA Thieves just right from the get-go, the better high rise search and destroy team.
Whew. Yeah, map by map. I mean, if you're Rocker, it's just starting to be this combo. I mean, wins are everything. I know you just said that with Thieves, but for Rocker, it's like I don't know. They were close-ish. Now you're starting to wonder, like, are we getting worse?
Yeah, I would say yes.
Yeah, and that's where it's I'm sure very, very frustrating. Standy 2,400 damage almost in 13 and 6, but only 2 round victories for the squad. It is a very well-rounded effort on the other side of it. I know Nasty's got 3, but also leading the way in damage. So one of those games.
Yeah, Joe Deceives 9 kills, 9 non-traded. Just the teamwork working together as LA Thieves firmly in control of the series.
Absolutely are. Now we get to an invasion control, which I feel like we haven't seen that much of it lately. Is for our cast is mostly been high rise and Karachi we've been getting to as of late. I know the control always for you has had kind of an ebb and flow over the course of the year. Yeah,
it always does. I mean, it started off a lot of invasion, then we saw a lot more Karachi. High rise starts to come to the mix, then the major. There's a ton more invasion. This is just how it goes, where teams in practice are having better and better results, and then matches a little bit different.
Well, I think it's just very noticeable how distinct it is because there's only 3.
Yeah.
Like you just really start to see some of the trends as it goes through. But we get to the map 3 shortly. It's 2 elite for Thieves. They're looking to close it out. Hopefully in efficient fashion for them because it's been gruelers. It's been 2-hour slugfest to game 5, so they're 3 wins. They want to get a quick and breezy one. We'll see if we can do it after this break.
Upgrade your game with the SCUF, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Hello and welcome back to the party. We get ready to continue on as Thieves look to get this shutout. Yeah, I said before we left, they've had stressful series. They've had long ones. They want to maybe get one done in quick fashion here. But for Rocker, I know even before the change, just all familiar with the battles that'll get them to 4 and 5 maps. Can they do it here?
Yeah, I mean, they've been struggling in respawns. 0-4 in control right now, or 0-3. So this is a game mode that has not been going great for this group. We're on the other side for LA Thieves, like, you know, a little 50-50, but I feel like this map they've played a lot. Something that they have relied on, but you can see right there, 0-4 in round 5s.
Well, I'm just guessing they're probably ending up on offense a lot in round 5s if you're talking about invasion. More than likely that is the case. And if that's the case, you're going to need some improvements on, well, it can be offense or defense just to try and get the tick advantage and get to that round 5 in a better position.
Yeah, this roster 0-1 with this 4 so far on invasion. So we'll see if they made some improvements.
I think this is a good chance maybe to, yeah, work on a respawn. I know they need wins, but with Rocker's struggles, I mean, a chance to maybe fix some of the problems they have in a mode like Control. Well, Nasty's going to get caught with his pants down, and Lens and Gunless open things up early and start to push through.
Nice somebody there for Rocker. You're just on B. And now you're already, what, 2-3 players in the spawn? You find these kills, maybe transition over towards the A point, but you're just pausing the clock, playing a little TDM right now if you are Rocker.
Yeah, they have got them locked in with a vice grip here early on. They need to win some tough gunfights to get out of this. 4 in a row now for Gunless as he's building towards streaks. Accuracy looking for number 4, but I think he catches a stun. 5 now, and there's the streak. Gunless, a very early one, as he starts out 6-0, and you've got 2 total kills if you're Thieves.
Yeah, they are down already 9 lives. As you're already on this point, still 2 minutes and 14 seconds. This is the start you needed. I mean, I don't know exactly what happened in between the commercial break, but down 0-2, maybe finally you've woken up if you are Rocker.
It reminded me of when we casted like that Ultra Heretics one. Yeah, where like it was, they need like 2 kills to get B, and then it just felt like the roles were flipped. Like it was so strange. That's how the early going felt. I mean, you could get nothing. Now you're starting to get some kills, alleviate the pressure. You gave up so much earlier, though. You got a lot of work to do. Crimp in behind, looking to flank, some tags in, but can't quite finish it. Nice eyes on another. I thought he had the kill, but Lens will put him down.
I mean, this is really where you have to be almost perfect if you are LA Thieves. When they get to this side up your pace, and that you'll take that all day if you are Ghosty. Now, you set up this trap on the opposite end. You're only down 3. And you force them to have to fight you out of some tough positions this time through.
Well, honestly, if you got slayed like that at 2 kills on that sequence on one of the other maps, you might be done already on defense, honestly. You're just lucky here, at least it's invasion. So, like, A is still tricky. You still have a chance. I mean, you can have 3-4 dead and still rebound from it, but yeah, they made it hard on themselves early.
Yeah, but upon top back, you still have Joe Deceives all the way worked up on that A street. He still has his spree. Nasty with some beautiful shots. The team shot is in. Both those players get melted. And now if you're Gunless, you have to wait for them all spawn. But, I mean, if you're, like, Minnesota would love to get 4 or 5 ticks, have that cruise missile in the back pocket. I mean, obviously, you'd love to win the round off that break. You're up 8 or 9 kills, but props to LA Thieves for bringing this back.
Yeah, no, 100%. But the conversation here always is just do what you can on offense. Round wins are not going to come frequently. How much damage can we do on the objective? It's not even really that realistic to bleed them out of lives usually.
Wow, you're going for this.
Okay. Yeah, they sent the streak. They want to get the round victory, and they are going. I thought it was 3 dead. You need another pop there. You at least get one if you're Nasty. Now can the rest of the team is rally over. Now you'll stop the clock with 16.7. The longer you can stop this.
Yeah, but you only have one on it. You only have one on it. If that kill goes the way of Rocker, this might be a 2 or 3 stack, and maybe all the pressure is on. Instead, just one gunfight. It just forces everyone to have to reposition. They try to get aggressive towards gas. And LA Thieves know with how quick it's going up, they can just take their time.
Yeah, at the same time, like 1 person on it's okay if you win the kills too, because you can maybe win it through kills. They only have like 8 lives left. If you stop the clock there and your teammates win some gunfights, I mean, that might come down to lives, but you don't win the gunfights either. You gotta get smoked off of it, so it ends up being the worst of both worlds. And no streak for a bailout later.
Well, I just think if you have that first kill, 2 on it, it forces sort of the defenders to you catch them sprinting a lot more, right? Where they sort of see it.
Yeah.
All right, let's just take our time, find the people around it.
And they did. They found them all. Yeah. They sure did. So, yeah, slow start for Thieves, but pretty good answer back. He just ended up being beat. There were no ticks on A, right?
Yeah, so just 3.
Okay. So as bad as it was early, it doesn't really matter all that much in the scheme of things. Unless Thieves fail to get B, but we'll see. So far, so good. On the point, and Ghosty trying to set up and lock it down. Here's the door, gets the kill mid-tank, and holds this cut so his teammates can just focus forward. Eventually may have to pick up the flank as number 6 is lurking on through. That'll be Accuracy, who is able to pick up Ghosty through the cut, but he starts to flank B, and there's 2 coming off a spawn, so he's instantly shot in the back.
Yeah, you play very much around the A point, right? Just make sure there's no cheeky break off for LA Thieves. That allows Accuracy to work the pinch, but it's going to come down to this long hold over towards B. Ghosty off spawn. Gonna start and try to cheat on over, but he gets caught.
It's such a weird role for like the one offensive player that sometimes plays that A street, because it really could be like one hard gunfight and you open the whole map, right? Like if he gets through there and stays alive, like, it changes the whole combo.
Because the players rotating off of B, they can put shots in, right? They can give you all the info as you start to transition.
It's just usually you have to peel somebody off like the tank heading or the car heading. It's not the easiest to fight. Nice little flurry of kills there for Rocker, but B has been captured, so it'll be even in stacks, 20-20 in lives. Minute 40 now on the clock, and Accuracy is pushed up all the way on bridge, relying on his 3 teammates to deal with the pressure that's going to come up that B street. We'll see what Thieves can do.
I mean, Accuracy's all the way in the last Humvee, right? He's got a deep angle.
It's real deep.
Yeah, just trying to avoid all those nades. As I just forced them up the B street, and they're getting picked apart.
One getting across now to stop the clock. That'll be Ghosty that's gotten onto it. And see what you can do now is, like, as you were kind of talking about, you make people sort of push across. Probably got no one really here to help him. No trophies. You're just trying to pre-fire. I don't know how you got one in that scenario. The rest of the teammate will drop, though.
I mean, he had a trophy down. He's probably hoping he doesn't get stunned, but he does. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, I said no trophy because he got stunned. So I
no, there was a trophy in the corner. It just doesn't catch it. Maybe it blows up midair, but yeah, that comes into play. But it's just all due to Accuracy still locking down the street, so he has absolutely 0 help. And now they are in the blender.
Yeah, it was 20-20 in lives, and now it's a 7 life advantage, make it 8. That sequence, phenomenal for Rocker, and it's big too, because you think about the fact that you're even in ticks, it might come down to lives, it very well might. This is a really hefty advantage for Rocker.
Yeah, it should put Thieves in a position where they want to play maybe very aggressive B-side on their next defense. But we shall see. You still have Accuracy pushed on up. Does he get 6? I'm not sure if he got 6. I saw the 5 in a row. Did get a double. So we'll have to see if he ends up finding another cruise. But it looked like he immediately got traded. No, he did get it. Yeah, he got number 6. So yeah, you have an extra cruise to work with.
Yeah, I didn't see, but I saw he was on the feed with both before, so I thought maybe. And yeah, thank you, Fair Doctor, showing us that to see that he was able to get it. The time will dwindle, and a lot of times here, a little different than our other maps, it's who can be more efficient on defense and get that life advantage. So far, it looks to be Rocker.
Yeah, I mean, just a great round once they get into this setup. Accuracy locking down A street, and then when they deal with the players pushed up B side, that's when he gets into a more aggressive position. They're able to take over the B tank all the way back to Ellie, and yeah, good luck, Thieves.
Yeah, no, they did not have any luck from that point forward at all. Kremp, who has been great for him so far, struggling to get going here. We know, I mean, we've seen the best players in the world get into the blender here at times.
0-10 on offense.
Yeah, it can be, she giveth and she taketh away. It can be absolutely brutal. Kremp will start things off, though, with the kill. We'll see if he can rally back within this one. It's just a battle of, like, pacing and patience, like, just finding your moments and picking your spots. So sometimes you're chilling.
Yeah, this is a question if you are Thieves. So you want to play a little bit more aggressive towards B, just knowing you're down a lot in lives, trying to stop them at 2 ticks. Nasty tried to time it up through a connector. Not going to work out, but you have all of Rocker over towards B.
Looks like Ghosty's going to take a long wrap on the flank. We'll see if he can get there with any kind of decent timing or stagger the reinforcements, which looks to be the call. So he's going to try.
Well, I think he wants to. Yeah, he's just like, all right, we got to kill. So he's got to wait for that player off a spawn. A little bunny hop out of Joe Thieves. Some forward momentum, and there we go. Ghosty's able to pound, so he times it right. And now this is what you want. They only get the 1 tick, and you kind of force their hand.
Well, we saw that with like Accuracy. Accuracy got the kill mid in their round and just sort of like hit it to try and get shots in, but didn't wait for the spawner. So they just shot him in the back. Ghosty with some nice patience, and yes, now it leads to the Blender. You might be in a little bit of trouble here if you're Rocker, and a chance to maybe take a life advantage now if you are Thieves. What kind of damage can you do with it? Standy with a kill to kind of get them out a little bit, but Standy with another kill. And those are those moments where the talent can shine. It really does here for Standy and Lens, because I know it's only 14 seconds, but it could have been worse.
I mean, this is huge, though, right? Because you're thinking about the objectives. It's not even the kills. LA Thieves are trying to shut them out. Only give them the 1 tick. So now you're able to get out of that trap behind Standy's triple, and you get B done. Almost done.
Now it's done.
Okay, so props to Rocker to get out of that. Because that was the round you wanted if you were LA Thieves.
That's usually what it takes. A little individual flash, win some tough fights, and they're able to do that. From this point, though, forward, can they lock him in? Standy's lurking in behind enemy lines, but his teammates are getting cut down. Standy will be all the way back Aspie, just waiting to see if he can make a play once his teammates get through, but since you said coin, you kind of have to wait to see if they're able to do that, and his patience runs out. He gets caught and dropped, so he'll no longer be lurking.
It just comes down to what do you want to do here if you're Rocker. You could just really slow this down.
How slow are we talking to?
Very slow, but now it's getting interesting because they're going 1 at a time. There's no trades, and that life differential is getting closer and closer.
Yeah, they brought it back within what, like 2 or 3, and that's right back out to 10. I mean, honestly, it's just sometimes I feel like when both points are still up,
dude.
Oh, this guy fried. Yeah, Crib just goes on 5 in a row. And drops. So it ends up being 13. What was it? It was about 10, I think, on the other side, something like that. But I was saying, like, a lot of times the Blender, it's like once you get the first point, like, it just seems like it becomes, I don't know, a little easier for the defenses to read kind of how the push is going to develop. A little bit more chaotic sometimes. Someone gets through and gets towards A. Like, once it's 1 point, you just have to work A. Like,
it's that A Street player. It's that A Street player on the Humvees, because what he's doing is basically saying, I have A Street and middle of the map. You're forcing them B.
Just funnel them through one street.
Right. Yeah. And then you're set up broken. So you're set up broken. You're set up on that B tank. Good luck.
But if you try to do that sometimes earlier in the round, it can just lead to a crazy domino effect where you give up everything. But the Clamps have just been here later in these rounds as Rocker will now try to hold on defense and get it to a round 5. We'll see. I don't know. Depends how this goes with regards to lives. They're trying to get aggressive towards A early. If you are Thieves, still 2 players up in aggressive positions.
They're just trying to cause a little bit of chaos here, and they're doing just that. They find a couple of kills. On the opposite end is Accuracy. They want to transition this over to A. Ghosty was sprinting for it, but cannot get safe. And now they got to worry about Accuracy. It's just a question of, like, where is he? Where is this guy? Now he's going to call in the cruise. So an aggressive cruise here. Get them off a B. He's going to find the freebie and spawn.
Get the calls to his teammates here to pick up those.
Krem keeps getting kills. He's on 6 in a row himself, and he is just causing so many problems for this squad.
You realize he was 7 and 16, I think, when I called out his struggles. We talked about the Blender you can get it on offense. Then he erupts. I think it was 5 in a row before his last death at the end of their defense, into 6 in a row to start this off.
And he's on a cruise. This works out. I mean, it's only Ghosty on it. But if you're Rocker, you can't cross to the point yet. Now you need Thieves. Okay, so it looks like Gunless is able to find him. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, he pushed onto it. Able to catch that angle. Wasn't the worst call. You're just hoping that Ghosty's able to stay alive.
Yeah, like one more kill there sometimes could be the difference with the streak, but you get some info now if you're Gunless. You're in between a couple of players here. Some tags in. There's another one close. Joe Deceives. Another multi-kill for the Thieves side. Now they're going to pounce. Now you've got a real opportunity. There is one deep, I was going to say. It's Accuracy that's deep sort of towards Bridge. The fact he's able to get one before he's traded out. Now you set up for Lens. They're focused one way. They drop from the other. He chows another fight. He wins that one as well onto Crimp. So you stop that at first if you're Accuracy, and then Lens puts a stamp on it.
I mean, you just see what this team's trying to do. I mean, they're just trying to get aggressive with those ticks on A. Putting bodies on it, leaving guys like Accuracy A Street. But Accuracy with some big shots. If you have to, if he doesn't find that first kill, maybe there's a chance for Thieves.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. You get one tick, you're good. But if you throw away 2B lives trying to get that tick and don't get that tick, then you might end up having offense. Kind of a fine gamble right now. If you're Thieves and trying to get this done, you got 45 seconds to figure out how you want to do it. The fact that they have the lives advantage right now thinks me they're in a pretty good spot, I believe, for a round 5 defense, but they might just be able to win this and close it out here.
It's a very close one.
Thieves will be the only one up for now with under 30 to go, so this next wave going to be just about it for an actual hit onto it. He's going to get hunted down.
It's a 1 kill difference right now. I'm pretty sure it's 1 kill is the difference.
I figured it had to be very close. I just refrained from doing the math. I'm glad that you did.
Yeah, it's 1 kill. That's it.
And you're probably going to see people posting up.
Now it's 2. Okay, so they kind of knew it. So Thieves are just slowing down, able to find the first, but...
Oh yeah, no, they came off spawn, did not leave, pals. Yeah, they were posted. We knew it was so close.
Yeah, taking me back to Albagra.
Honestly, it's funny. My brain just like stopped for a second, thinking about. I was just gonna wait and see that I could just do the math real quick. Yeah, I'm glad you
got it to that point.
I'm glad you did.
Reminds me of Albagra Fortress, the greatest control map of all time.
Oh, the best that we've ever seen.
The greatest.
Oh,
nothing like it.
Hopefully nothing like it ever again.
Yeah.
It was so good, we don't want to see it again.
Yeah, no.
That right, Joe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely never. You don't need to remake it, nothing. It's its own beast.
Yep. Put it in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. If that means it can't legally be touched again, do that.
There's a photo.
Oh, Lord God help us on this day. Round 5. There's all the struggles for Thieves on this particular map, but again, only one with the current squadron. Now he's got to hold again. See if they'll quite be able to do it.
I love our observers.
Yeah, it was good. That was good.
They had that loaded up.
Win the fight there. Nice job. That'll be 3 down. First bit of progress is done. Lynn's starting to push up. 2 coming off spawn, and Ghosty pushed up bridge, getting ready to shoot some beams.
Yeah, but due to Ghosty's spot, and he was able to find a couple of kills. You can try and retake this. You just had to find Lynn's. It's kind of similar scenarios on opposite ends of the map. There was a chance to retake B if they wanted to. I don't think they're going to do it now. Now they're going to try to get into their A setup. As Ghosty's locking down the A bridge street. Everyone else starting to layer the map.
Yeah, he tries to push up, but they wait for it. So Len's good pick up on the Ghosty. As he maybe tried to get a little greedy and get some shots at the players pushing up that street. But now the real game kind of starts. B is done. 2 minutes to go. Dead even in lives. Hell, sometimes we can skip that part on Invasion Controls. Hop to this part. It's really
Sometimes.
No, it's not always the case, but sometimes this is where it really starts, right? That's 3 down. That's 3 down. Tough position now.
You have no one A street, right? If you were LAD, so accuracy's here, and he's alive. There's the trade. He baits out the shots. Now it's 17 HP. Don't die to the trophy. Watch his cross. You'd love to get another player here. They're going to put 2 on it. All pressure on now to LADs. There's the first.
Oh my God, second tick is done. They're gonna swarm now. How do the fights go? They're able to clear them off, but 2 ticks done. And Joe, when I saw their 0-4 stat, I said, I assume it's probably they've gotten offense on round 5. Maybe I was wrong, because, God, that was almost done there. You still have 80 seconds to work with, but as great as that was, it's Invasion Control. That 1 tick is elusive. You still have work to do.
I mean, it's the 1 kill on the gunless. Someone took their time. He was watching the cross, just trying to pepper. Maybe find the first kill, but it doesn't happen. He was inside of Cafe. I thought maybe someone was going to stay with him. They were only going to put 2 on the point, but I don't hate the triple stack with how tough it is to even get to the point. It's just you're hoping for 1 from gunless.
Risk it for the biscuit, Joe.
Love biscuits.
Love them. Nice shots there from Joe Deceives.
And this is why you had to risk it for that biscuit, because now you have 45 seconds, only 11 lives, and a hell lot of work to do.
Yeah, just the biscuits. So many of them.
Gunless, though, did get behind them. It looks like Ghosty knows it, right? In the comms, sort of calling that out. They're able to hunt him down. So nice work there from the comms at LADs. 5 in a row here for Joe Deceives.
Honestly, that's Invasion Control. Keep the comms up, angles the side in, and deal with people that are in a position that's a threat. They do a great job there. Time is dwindling. 3 down again. It's Ghosty, the one alive.
They can get to the point. They get to the point.
Here we go.
He can't use the cruise here. I mean, he could, but
It's just one person for now. You get in, you win it. Ghosty was the one guy that stayed up, the one guy that makes a play, but you're still in a position to do this. If you're Rocker, they soar through. Gunless wins one.
Goodness.
Sandy gets another. Joe Deceives in trouble. One player here. He gets the kill. Oh, sweet child of mine.
No, he gets
caught.
picked.
Crip is able to hit the shots. He's out of it. Now accuracy's in. Nobody gets there. Oh, God, we're going to that 4. Oh, what just happened?
You've erupted.
Oh, my lordy. The Thieves boys are shocked.
Oh, they're just so weak. They're just so weak. But Lynn's able to find the 2-piece.
And that's Rocker's second respawn win in that fashion. Just a wild one. Still a lot to do to come back in this series, but a crazy victory there. And yeah, I mean, Invasion can be a little different than some other controls, but one rule of control usually is if you're defense, don't go 3 or 4 dead. If you do, things might come unhinged, and it's 2 moments they go 3 dead. Ghosty's the only one up, and things fall apart.
Well, the problem is, too, is like, Rocker did a great job not giving up base street. Right? Like, even on the first push, nobody from LADs was pushed on up, right, over towards Humvee. So that just opens up the lane to cross day that much easier.
Oh, yeah, yeah. When someone's not getting shots in, we saw on the other side accuracy in that position the round before.
Yeah, we saw earlier from Ghosty. It's just,
yeah,
they didn't have that layer on the map where they lost it earlier.
Unbelievable. We're going to take a look at our scuff play of the game now. It's going to be the final moments. We're going to check it out one more time and see how it broke down.
Yeah, but this is what I mean, right? Accuracy's here, and he plays his life. He wins the first gunfight. So with 3 dead, he can just go to the point. Right there is a free cross. And then you just have this scenario where you're fighting for your life. Ghosty somehow gets all the way back there. We're trying to hunt him down. And maybe at this point you're thinking, game over? You're down a man, but Lynn's and Gunless finding kills. And it comes down to this 1 versus 2. They're both so weak. Lynn's hits both the bursts. And it's scary because he's taking gunfights. I'm not exactly sure why, but he's going to just stay on the point, but accuracy's there.
Yeah, that's the difference between a rookie and accuracy.
Yeah, like, hey, dude.
Accuracy
Sit on the water fountain.
Tucks himself in. Lynch is like, I am the next guy. No, you're by yourself. Sit down. Yeah, that actually is comedy. That little sequence there between Lynch's chow and accuracy standing inside is probably the best way to describe those two as players. Oh. Unbelievable. A crazy round 5 in Invasion for LA Thieves. You've now, 5 losses in round 5 on that particular map, but you still control the series because you dominated maps 1 and 2. You got sub-base Hardpoint looming.
Yeah, but we haven't seen a sub-base with this team. Right, I guess on either side. So just, Rocker trying to find anything that works. If you are the squad in Hardpoint, switching up the map pool.
Oh yeah, the respawns, anything.
Yeah,
let's try it all. Let's play maps from last year. I don't know. Let's just I'm kidding, but let's do anything because nothing's working right now. We'll see what they can do on sub base. Try to push this to a 5th and final map. If you're Thieves, that one got away from you. You're probably frustrated, but you've been a solid Hardpoint team. Just hopefully you bring it here and close it out.
This is, it's just moments where this is still a very young team, and they have some slip-ups, which I'm sure. I saw like Shane yesterday, like, I'm losing it. I'm stressing watching these guys. Was probably just hoping for a clean 3-0.
I'm sure Ghosty in both those spots is like, what happened?
Yeah.
As everyone dies around in the same instant. But look at some of the breaking metrics here for Hardpoint throughout the major 3 qualifiers. And you're first if you are Thieves. How does that break out for you maybe on a map like this? I know we haven't really seen this team in action there, but.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really important on like your hills like P3 and P4. Where, yeah, I mean, if you get a big break opportunity, flip the spawns, chain those together, the game could be over. But just look at the difference, right? You're still 26%, you're 4th if you are Rocker. So these have been that much better.
Right, okay, that seems like a really wide margin with the little bit of info we have between those two teams. But they're sipping on water. They're getting ready for the next map. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be a Thieves series if it didn't end up being a little bit stressful. So we go a little bit deeper into this one. They'll try to shut it down here. They were thinking 3-0, but it's not going to go there. Overall in the season, 1-4 and 1-5. But yeah, again, some big changes for both squads. So you're working from square one.
Yeah, and you're just still trying to figure out your map pool with this team, with these rosters. What's been working, what hasn't been in scrims in practice. And maybe even if they haven't been working well in practice, you're just at the point in matches where you're like, don't really care. Throw it in there. Yeah. We need to find some sort of success.
Yeah, fact is,
we're playing everything.
Yeah. Nice little start here. The multi-kill for Kremp. Last guy up is gunless for Rocker. And well, when you're last guy up and you get a couple of kills, usually gives your team a chance to battle back in. And maybe it'll do just that. We'll see if they have an opportunity to do it.
Yeah, nice start there for LA Thieves. Standy gonna fight on back. No trophies early. Linz with the third. The last player is Kremp. This is where he usually finds a multi-kill. Not this time through. Ghosty gonna spawn out for P2. Accuracy gonna spawn where he wants to. So this is great for Rocker. You obviously give up that early time, but now you're in a position where you spawn on the bad side, you flip them early.
I mean, a lot of that might have been gunlesses too. The fact that you were able to take like a 4-man fight to that really quickly. When the rest of the team got slammed early on that hard point. Now you've got position. Gunless is getting multi-kills again. And you're getting set up now to lock down this P2. So far, so good.
You have so much map control. Those kills came in when you wanted them to before that hill pops. Now Nasty is taking a route maybe around Standy. Standy's on 5 in a row, trying to find number 6, but I think Nasty should get shots in, but that kill came first. So Cruz earned for Standy. You're just getting here to start your first push. Nice slide behind the barrels from Nasty. He's able to find his second. Waiting on his teammates though, but everyone taken down.
Yeah, the gunfight for accuracy looks like zero fun, but then the rest of his teammates do get the rest of the kills here. Still okay and trying to ramp up this lead. As you're spawning out again and trying to relay across if you are Thieves, you're getting cut down before you can even get near the point. There's team kills coming through for the squad as well, and so far, so good.
You're spawning here with 5 seconds. This is not where you want to be if you are Thieves. So again, just a Rocker ahead of the game. Now you don't have to use that cruise missile this early. And look where we're taking these fights. Linz is at P2.
This is like, this narrative, you know, you sort of start at the beginning of the series is very much coming together in the sense of like Thieves right now as a team. They look really good in some spots, and then they look really weak in some other spots, just in the same game mode, map to map. And I know it's early in this one, but it's giving that vibe a little bit already.
That is, but a huge break from them.
Yeah.
With Linz doing so much work on one side of the map, his teammates give him absolutely nothing on the other. So that should lead to a big 30. But right down the middle of the map is accuracy, and they're actually going to spawn out over towards Old. So they're going to give up the 20 seconds as LA Thieves and just rotate over to P4.
If you're going to give that up, you're going to be down, what, 70 or so right in that ballpark.
That cruise, right? Had to deal with that.
We'll see what the crews can come up with, or if you can answer back as you try to get into your setup. They just, you know, due to the fact that you early rotate, you don't have a chance to have a nice timing like Rocker did, where you're spawning them out super far. You're going to deal with pressure. You're going to deal with it early. First bit of pressure will be the streak. As that hits, where else does it unravel? Oh, well, there are more productive things to do with the streak.
And honestly, what I think sucks about that is he's trying to hit Kremp down low, and I think he just hits the catwalk where his teammate is. I mean, that's just... yeah. It could go better, for sure.
Yeah.
It could go better, but I'll tell you what.
Nah, never mind. Calculated.
They get a kill in the back and they get the spawn.
They're totally fine. Welcome to Subbase.
It was a diversion.
You can't say this stuff while I'm drinking water. I'm going to choke. Holy hell, the Standy missile diversion. The play of 2024 as they now are up over 100 points, 50-point lead. It's unbelievable scenes here in the venue. Holy God.
Like, what's that movie, The Addicts of Puerto Rico? Like, Little Giants. Little trick play action.
Oh, God. It's actually crazy how
that worked out.
Yeah, it was like a blunder and like two or three dead, and then like, oh, there's a point.
That's fun.
Oh,
congratulations.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Listen, Joe, you sometimes talk about how the missile makes people move, right? Yeah.
No, that's actually what happens.
It's influence of the spawns.
But a huge break. I mean, a lot of the times where we see teams get back to the game is this P5. Or where you see these massive leads come in, and you might see one here because Rocker gets a clean 4 dead. And now they're onto the point.
Trying to finish the kill. Lynn's able to do that up to 4 in a row. Maybe he can get a streak and one.
It worked out.
No, it's his turn. Oh, clean little 180 and snap there. That'll be another cruise. Give him another. Not going to happen. Double chow comes in. He will drop. But Liesel sitting around 90. Next hard point up. Standy rocking, rolling up to 15 in this. And I should have known we were going to go to a map 5. Nasty starting real slow. He's got 5 on the board. Ghosty right there with him.
They haven't had spawns at all in the one time they had
once.
spawns. Yeah, it just gets flipped behind the cruise play. So this is not the map to do it. You were just put in the blender. But Minnesota Rocker and now almost up 100 points. Try to get us to a map 5. Let's go to a listen with Rocker.
D2, secret.
Low glass crap.
Mid lane dead.
Low glass crap and 1 ult.
25 seconds here. I'm picking up right. Picking up right.
I'm picking up right with you.
August.
G2 weak, G2 stun, he's close right mid lane, and then I'm out.
After G left,
Do
after
you think
left.
top offense?
G2 deceased dead.
Nice.
Tunnel dead.
Tunnel dead, 1 ult.
I'm hitting all.
Nailed it. You should die there.
I have right, guys. Pick up left.
Top dub, Ghosty weak, top dub, and low glass on me.
You're
I'm on the right. Pick up left.
Low glass weak on you.
Ghosty's still
They're all
top.
going
I
left.
know.
Top B2, top B2.
Child main.
One shot L1 in mid lane.
When is top dub? When is top
There's
dub?
3 mid
I have
lane,
your
3
front
mid
out.
lane, they're all in the back.
Spawned out.
One cat room.
Cat room and the rest in the back, player lives.
Cat room crap dead.
Put them dead. Last
Top
time,
two,
last
maybe.
time.
He's on the fork with
Team
them pit. Fork with them pit. Last
There you
two.
go.
Beat them,
Challenging.
beat them,
Give me
beat them.
a sec.
Fork with them pit. Last two. He's gonna be on the stairs.
I'm
He's
gonna
gonna be on
shoot
the
them.
stairs.
Got him.
I'll kill that. I'll kill stairs.
They're dead. Mid.
One could be side door, bro.
I'm looking side. Jump up. Dead. Sider ghosty, might pitch out.
Watch out,
He's on there.
I'm on your front.
Nice after the shot.
I'm blocking.
Here
You bump me?
Yeah, go.
Okay, good thing.
I'm going top dead.
G2 that thing cross. He's going side door.
My P2 door. My P2 door.
Side flat. Side
Side flat.
He went in front window.
One shot front window. He's dropped down, I think, in one P5 tank.
I don't see the guy. I'm watching my house.
You have a stream?
Jumped in.
You guys get
Another
that
one
time.
jumped in.
Listen, I'm
He's
gonna swim to the back so we can streak and block. Okay, you guys look to the
You
right.
need to get it. Yo, P5 tank ghosty. Nice. P2. You must have P2 Is that ghosty? Yeah.
Rocker still in utter control, up 90. Thieves want to bring it back desperately. They've got early control of this hardpoint, which has not been something they've enjoyed throughout the course of this. So what damage can they do with it?
Well, now they have to deal with this again.
Oh, here we go. It's got to hit Standy. Diversion tactics. Oh,
hits nasty. We'll see, though. Does it turn into a break? It might not. You still have the spawns here, but you're at least able to get them off the points. But, yeah, Nasty's going to have to go. They want any chance to get back into this. Checks the wrong corner. But on the other side of the map, Ghosty is fighting for spawns for Nasty. He's able to spawn Nasty there. So this is kind of working out for Thieves. Not the worst thing for him.
no, I mean, it's still doable, but 2 people still spawning at all. I mean, if Crimp can, the longer he's staying alive and getting kills there, great for him, keeping him at bay while also getting some time. But now another early setup. The problem is, like, they just had such a big lead. If you're Rocker, like, you're just getting like 20-ish points, 15 each time. It's like, okay,
Exactly.
Eventually they're going to win. So it's got to be like clean time here for Thieves.
Yeah, and maybe the one player locked down in the middle of the map was Joe DeCease, but he gets picked first. And now the pressure on the hill. They know where you're spawning. I assume that's going to block spawns. It will, and that is just, yeah, the difference. The breaks out of Rocker have been perfect.
Yeah.
It's been like 3 hills where they've gotten a 4 dead, and it's just like, all right.
Last time here, Stenny and Lenz did a little bit differently, but this time, Stenny is 3 pieces and Lenz gets the 4th. Like, they just walk through them, throttle them, and they've got a big advantage. Standy, I mean, doing it all right now. He's got, what, 25 kills. He's putting up time in the hard point as well. Been a standout for them here as he's tacking on another and maybe looking for another streak. Stun's going to hit, though, and that will slow down. But just 20 points needed now for a Rocker win, and we're headed to map 5.
In the sling, it seems very one-sided on the scoreboard. It's just going to look that way when you are always spawning out. If you are LA Thieves and then finally get into setups and you just lose those gunfights. So props to Rocker.
No, I mean, Rocker, you see why they're 4th maybe when it comes to the breaking. Yeah, they look like 1st in this. Standy, another triple dialed in. 29 and 17.
30.
Hungry for more. Aim assist doesn't need it. Gets that final kill while losing it. They lock him down. They move on. It's a Thieves series, and of course, we're going to a map 5. All of their 3 victories, their 3-0 start to the Major 3 qualifier has come through a map 5. They got to do it again here. Right now, the lads are kind of talking through maybe what went wrong there, but Rocker, I mean, they got to this spot because of a crazy round 5 on Invasion, and then there, I mean, They dominated them.
Yeah, just right from the get-go.
They were ahead every moment of that game.
Right from the P1, they flipped to the P2. They're able to get the early time into P2. You had Linz finding triples. That was just a great game for Minnesota Rocker. Everybody's slaying well. You're going to see that blue line very much further ahead on the way up.
Because it was one respawn win, right, coming into this. They've gotten 2 here, so that's a great improvement. You win the map 3 and 4, and you get throttled the map 1, throttled the map 2, squeak away the map 3, but yeah, that's not the story of Subbase from the get-go. They are on top. They look to be a unit there. Like, they were always ahead, played well, relied on, I don't want to say a lot of breaks. They did have a lot, like every LA setup got demolished.
What's a little odd too is you look at these mappings. Maybe you see that Karachi, right? Didn't we watch them?
Yeah.
Karachi. I mean, this could just be this is a new roster. We're playing map pool. We're playing everything.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, the fact that they vetoed Karachi, maybe scrims versus Rocker haven't been going well on that map, so you play sub base. But I just think the way that they're sort of working with their sub duo being really like the aggressors, big part of the breaking sub base. You're not really able to do that with Jodeci's and Krem.
It's true, but listen.
It's true. True.
We get ready for map 5.
Can't wait.
And if you're at home and watching, go pull out the Speedo, grab your bikini, we're headed to 6-star, we're going swimming.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. Slice up your competition with the Executive Chef Operator, now available in-game in the Call of Duty store.
Hey there, hope you got the Speedos ready, bikini, one piece, whatever you're throwing on. It's 6-star, it's a hotel, pool on top of it.
Is it a hotel?
It's gonna get real wet. It looks like a hotel or casino or something. I don't know, 6-star, like a 6-star hotel.
It's a club. I don't know, I have no idea.
It's a giant one. It's probably got a club and a hotel. There's probably a gym. There's a pool and a bar on top. I think it's a hotel. I don't know, go look into the lore, bro. I just know we're going swimming. Map 5 metrics now, 6-1 for Thieves. The big thing though, 3-0 over this qualifying stretch. Rocker, their map 5s, I mean, listen, with this team, it's whatever, but qualifier 2, you know how it was. They had like 4 losses.
I say you take that out of it, it looks pretty good.
Yes, exactly. It's like tough to look at. Like it was one qualifier, they had 4, I think, that were L's.
Yeah, but if you look at 6-star for both of these teams with these rosters, 1-1 for LA Thieves, 1-0 here for Minnesota Raptors. So you have something to work with for both teams VOD, but here's a look at a graphic from our map 2 search and destroy.
So it broke down for map 2, but all that matters is the map 5. We go the distance here. Trying to get a 4-0 start for Thieves. Listen, you have maybe the softest schedule you're going to face in a qualifier over this stretch. You play one top 4 team in Optic. You've been, I know, in the winner's bracket once, but you got there when you were 2-5. It was sort of like a weird fluky thing. You control your own destiny this time. You've got a chance to have a great position in the bracket upcoming in Major 3.
A slow round here is LA Thieves just taking control in the middle of the map. Right, we saw this earlier. We're gonna have one player watching the flank in accuracy. He could have a lot to deal with. Round may just rely on him if he could find one. Instead, he's gonna get isolated. Gets spotted. Did they see him? They did, but he does get traded. So finds one, job done.
They almost line up for accuracy, but not quite lined up enough there. So just one will drop. Damage into the second, but now we get to the rest of it. 3 versus 3, 25 on the clock. A 1v1 on one side.
That. That's actually insane out of Crab. I think you saw Standy's face like, wow. But you kind of just go to different places, right? You're not playing together. Lynn's on one side of the map is kind of lurking. Standy is lurking. Gunless, though.
Diamond Khan's bush. Here he goes. It's a 1v3.
Done.
Can he pull it off?
Done.
He does it. Smoke out from the bush. He will pounce. We saw Diamond pull off a 1v3 in the same spot. Gunless does it here in a different fashion.
I assume that's LA Thieves smoke, but I think it ends up just hurting them. He just runs up and is like, hello, how are you? I'm Gunless.
You know, now that you say that, like, yeah, I assumed it was too. It would make a lot more sense if it was.
But he's just literally just like, hey, what's up, guys?
Great protection.
Yeah, nice.
Great protection
nice
for
one, nice one,
me, guys.
Yeah, nice one, yeah.
Yeah. It's like Rocker's missile.
It took them like 5 seconds to like kind of hop on that bomb. It started right around 8 or 9, but there you go. Tremp gets 3 in the rounds, but Gunless set up. His teammates buy him enough time to clutch it out.
Yeah, I mean, even, honestly, if the smoke wasn't there, he said to pop and kill one person, he probably gets the surprise, but I don't know.
Maybe if the smoke's not there, he pops out earlier.
Yeah, sure, it's all a timing thing at that point. Trying to spot one Nasty, looking for the angle. Shots into a couple of toes. Where the comms are in, Joe Deceives is gonna peek. Nasty, I'm guessing, got the angle early.
So you just kind of, you know, stun, nade check that, have the info. It's a freebie, but accuracy gets all the info on that cross, so he just knows, all right, this is a B hit for now. On the bottom side of the map, it's a 1 versus 1. As Gunless is gonna win that. Then Standing wins another one. So with how effective you've been with trades, LA Thieves, this one, they get the first blood and round collapses.
Yeah, you get 2v3'd on one side, 1v1 on the other. Yeah, collapse, it just falls apart for him. And this, like, oh God, this would be, listen, you can't always have the map 5 magic. It's tough to always have the ice, but this one would be like painful to the others in the sense like you dominated the first 2 maps, probably should have won the map 3.
Yeah, no, you know, we've seen it, you know, just today between a couple of 6-stars. Like the one player watching the flank on offense, I don't know if you have to sit there as long as you have. I mean, it's great to watch the A Street, but they can work middle of the map through vents. Like, I feel like it's just better just get with your team with how big of a map this is.
Or like just chow something and get a kill, kind of like accuracy did maybe. Like just like play a little more aggressive instead of like hiding. I don't know. He got a pretty good timing, obviously, but I kind of trust Lamar's instincts in search and destroy. He's been doing it for a minute.
Yeah, well, it's being those instincts. The double nade is in.
It hits.
On to 2 from Standy.
He's on 4 straight. Standy has had some great individual moments. Nasty, while he's jamming out, he's also trying to win fights. He can thank that bush for his aim assist going away, and he will get dropped as the tunes keep going.
Rocker looking comfortable so far.
I mean, this feels just like exactly, I know it can apply to any series because you have the pick and ban process, but like very much just what you were talking about with Thieves. Like, they look so good on some, and then some you're like, well, what are they doing? Wow, yeah.
And Rocker's like, we'll give you a taste of our own medicine, what we dealt with last qualifier.
Yeah, yeah.
A couple of moments away from winning the series and potentially losing it, but we'll see. I've had some comebacks today in search of the shore.
And Standy ends up with the ace and the cruise to go. So he's going off 6 straight for him. As he's doing laps, trying to get info, but smoke here for now.
Well, they're going to call the cruise. They have middle of the map control. You're just going to funnel them through. These have to run at this. It's 2 players inside mid. It may work out. It will not. It is 3 from the missile. Standy now trying to find the ace. Not the ego chow. I respect it.
Now you got to be back-to-back aces. You have to. Accuracy needs to let him get it just because it'd be incredible.
Hey, it's spotted, right?
Looking for back-to-back aces, a 10-1 start.
Would it be? Because actually he's got a kill. Shut that down.
Did he have... Well, did he get one last round? Was it not?
Must have.
I thought he got all 4. Did I make that up? Oh, did Accuracy get one? Oh. I might have lied about the last one.
It's fine. We're in a 1-on-2. Still hell of a round. A couple of rounds from Standy.
I'm making up statistics as we go. Accuracy getting information. Standy hopping on it.
Yeah, it's like great you get out if you're Josie, but you have to get to the defuse. You have to get to this, and well, maybe he's finding the angle, but Accuracy looking over his teammate, and there we go. It's a team ace, a duo ace.
There we go. There we go. We'll take it.
From Standing Accuracy, here's a replay of the missile. I'm like, they gotta go somewhere inside, and yeah.
I
Doesn't
thought
really matters. There's windows.
I thought for some reason when he hit the double nade, Standy in the last round, he was on 4 in a row, and then he was on 6. I thought he got them all. I guess I don't know.
Numbers are crazy.
Yeah, I'd have to watch it back. Maybe I made it up, but fact is, he is demolishing them. It's actually, I mean, it's 6 straight, but you don't get the 3 for the cruise hitting, so much more than that really. But 9-1. But I think all that matters here, we're talking about Standy having some great stats and losses sometimes. What matters here is he's popping off and they're winning. He had 13 in the map too when they got fried. Here, the impact is obvious.
Just a more team-oriented game here. Just playing from the middle, a lot on their defenses. Obviously, the first round, that 1 versus 3 from Gunless. But taking their time is Rocker. Maybe just kind of waiting on what Accuracy sees over towards B. He's like, hey guys, not a lot, over here. I'm not seeing anything middle of the map. This might be an ace stack. Come to Papa. Maybe not anymore.
Papa's gone. Nasty took his head off.
He drowned. Forgot his floaties.
I'll see it in the 4v3. If they can get around, they got to get going. Get something.
Go back to A then.
Yeah, we saw enough. The water's yours. We'll take it into the lobby. They now wrap over him. Ghosty. Just playing for the spot, playing for the info. He'll get the info. And we'll see on the rotation, number 8 in Linz probably can break down the transition, but won't happen. He's going to get caught now. Now it gets even harder.
I mean, great timing there for Joe Deceives. Could not have gone his way, but Gunless able to isolate one through the smoke. It has not been the friend for LA Thieves, but there's a quick trade.
I like that attempt there from Standy. Just like run at it, try to get in it and get lost,
of course.
honestly. And like he almost pulls it off. Gunless backs down, Reed Chowles drops, and it will be a round for Thieves. The first for them, and one they so desperately needed.
Yeah, listen, you get rid of the cruise, I suppose. You don't have to deal with that. So at least that's out of the way. You can kind of reset here. One of the rounds definitely should have won. That was the Gunless one. So they've had some opportunities throughout this.
The opportunity's been there, but you got to capitalize on them. I mean, you would think just, You know, with all the map 5s they've won, it's just sort of a confidence thing. Like, all right, we'll get there. We know we can win it. Now you've dealt with the crews, like you said. You've dealt with the standy onslaught. You dealt with the 2 nade. You dealt with a lot of things that did not go your way. But it's a long map 5 and a chance now for them to strike. A first blow would be great, and Kremp off from the man that's leading the way for them. See if him or Joe can get it over.
Yeah, he's probably just hoping that stun doesn't hit him on that balcony. Maybe then he would have the angle or first blood, but the stun gonna connect, so. Gives Linz all the info he needs inside a connector over towards you, but pressure on accuracy. Is Nasty just trying to find different angles under the tree?
Accuracy finds one. He'll get Kremp. Nasty trades it right back, so 3v3 now. 40 to go to try and work this bomb plant. They're wrapping it in through mid. They're leaving Nasty there alone. They run into somebody mid-lobby, though. That's going to be Gunless that's backing up for now.
Honestly, a great play by Gunless, because there was a chance they go lobby, maybe get behind both Standy and Linz, but Gunless picks that up just for a second, and then able to reposition and finds 2. Nasty now left in a 1 versus 3, 20 seconds. He also ran by Standy, so I don't know if you're going to be ready for him in that spot. Goes for the challenge. Gunless shuts it down.
Incredible play from Gunless, but that whole sequence of timings and just the fact that Nasty was sort of laid behind him almost led to like a bunch of crazy moments. Yeah, you're right. Like he almost like bumps right into a player. That ended up being wild, but yeah, no, it was good reposition by Gunless.
Yeah, because your other 2 teammates for Gunless, they were up towards the top bar, right where accuracy got picked. So middle lobby was wide open. There was a chance they just go right through there, flank that. But he ends up just repositioning from A Street over towards you. Watch that mid-cross, gets the info, just backs away.
The newcomers taking over for Rocker in this. Gunless and Standy combined for a 16-5 count currently. And 1 round away from a reverse sweep that I sure as hell did not see coming. And this would be a loss that's painful for Thieves here, trying to prove you're into this, getting into this upper echelon. And feels like one you should have won, but you're not done yet. First blood now for Ghosty. That pick comes in immediately, similar to what we saw, honestly, in the last round. It was a choice to transition it through mid. This time they stay guns up, and they just win the next fight. So accuracy gets 1, 3v2. Everything hinges on Ghosty and Joe Deceives now to bring this back. We'll see if they can do it. If it was Joe Deceives and Kremp, you know, that's the duo. But they're falling apart. Reach out from Linz, and my God. That was a little bit nasty at the end of it. What a takeover map there for Standy. Putting up digits in this one. In map 2, 13 for the L here. I mean, an ace. Missiles coming in. Nades hitting 2 to start. He was doing everything.
Yeah, I mean, him and Gunless, yeah, even in map 4, really the back half of this series got going. Obviously, Thieves, you were there. You had it in that round 5 control on defense.
You can't win every map 5. It's just, yeah.
But Rocker's just probably like, finally, we got one of these matches on our side.
Yeah.
It was a thorn in the back for us. All of stage 2 led to these team changes. They get one under their belt.
They do, and yeah, like triple their respawn wins. You know, 1 coming into this, they're able to win 2.